Hello friends and Assalamualaikum. Welcome to my channel. I'm your designing developer. My name is Inshal Beg. I am a full stack developer and graphic designer. Today I will show you how to build one Amazon retail shop in AI, and I hope you will also enjoy this project like my previous projects of data sciences and artificial intelligence. But first of all, you have to just hit the subscribe button. Then after that, you have to also hit the notification bell, from which you will be getting all the notifications of my video when I will be uploading. From that, it will be also help for you, and it will be also help for me, because from there you will be learning more new things, more new clones, and more new projects which I'll be uploading of many other languages and the previous languages which I have just already uploaded. You can also check that out if you are just new here, and you can also subscribe and like my video, because it is really important to do if you are just learning more new things and more new features, and you can just add your own features. So just do and smash that like button, because it's very important to do. So now we will be just starting with our Amazon retail shop project. So in this Amazon retail shop project, you will be thinking like, where it is the Amazon retail shop? I'm just only showing the code here. So the answer of that is like, we are just building a backend Amazon retail shop in Python AI, because if you want to just build a front end, which you can just show means front end and back end mix. So here for that you have to just use Django, which is a framework of Python. Because of that we just not work with that, so here we are working with AI, means artificial intelligence. So because of that I have to just only work with that backend, and I can just only see the backend work, how it is just running. And you can also see like in front end when we just search anything, so how it is coming at the backend. So you can just see that all things, and you can learn about like what things are just new here and what it does when we just search, when we just press search button and the things appears, and when we just press any product, so we can just purchase that from Amazon or any other, like you can also say Daraz. So like that you can just purchase that all things also. So in that we'll be just working, but at the back end, like I've telling you, we don't just work with front end. We can't just see the page of Amazon like that. For that I'll be working with React, and I've just already made the Amazon clone. If you not check it out, so check it on my channel. I've just worked with React, and in that video I'm just having many of the views, so you can check that out if you're new here. So you can see, first of all I'll be zoom in so you can see my code. So it was just not any of the like file. For that I'll be closing these files, and I'll be deleting one file from my package, because here I don't want to just work with that file, and this is the old one file which I was just making for showing you like how to work with your predictive analysis project which I have making previously. So simply I'll be now pressing delete, or you can also press the delete option in your keyboard to just delete that simply. So here I'll be pressing delete, and you have to just do one thing, like you have to check that both box here and just press OK. So just do that, and you can see now it is gone. Or you can also press tab or enter to just do that. So simply when you're done with that thing, just I'll be pressing right click on my package of Python, then just hover on new. You will be getting many of the files and package. You can see you'll be getting file, then new scratch file, directory, Python package. You'll be also containing Python file, HTML file, editor, config file, and resource bundle. So you can just take any of them here, but I'll be just selecting the Python file because we are just working with Python. So here I'll be now coming and writing the name of my Python file which I have to work with. So simply I'll be just writing here like, we are working with Amazon retail shop. So here I'll be writing that to like amazon.py. So when I'll be written that, just you have to press enter, so we can just save our file and it will be just coming. And if you don't want to just write .py here, so it is good because nothing happens if you don't write this .py. So simply erase that, and if I show you, you can also press tab here by just doing that, but I'll be simply pressing this one enter, or there are two enters in keyboard, you can press any of them, it's your choice. So simply I'll be pressing, and you can see now it is done. So it has just successfully made our amazon.py file of Python which we just need to work with. So simply we have to just link this file with our Amazon retail shop. So here I've just worked with my folder, means I've just already made my folder in local disk E, in which I've just having many of the files. So you can just also work with, and just you can also take a folder, means you can make your folder and work with that file. So here I've just put in the same folder because it will be just good if I just do that. So simply now I'll be just grab screen.py. We just taken this file to my PyCharm text editor and moving that to at the top. So you can see now we are just getting our files here. Simply first of all I'll be zoom in so you can see my codes. Then when you've done with that, just go to amazon.py file, and here I'll be now importing some of the things. First of all, like we are getting here, so we have to import CV2, because CV2 is a thing like you can just import here if you want to. So simply I'll be writing CV2, then just you have to do one thing, come underneath here, and simply I'll be going to grab screen.py. There it is written import numpy from np, or there is written as np. So like I'm telling you, if you're new here, so I'm telling for them like this numpy is a command which you can just use in data sciences and AI to work with, but This is just used in data sciences in many projects here. So in AI you can also use that if you are working with big enough project or anything like that, so you can use. And this np which we have just written like import np as np, it is a short form of that. You can just write that after that. You have to just write that because this is very important to do. So here I'll be writing import win, and here you can see there it is written win32 UI, but I'll be not writing that because this tab already having these all things, and this win means like Windows 32 guy. So here you can just write that, but I'm just already containing these things, so I don't have to just write again and again because it is a Windows thing here which I've just already written. So here I'll be coming and I'll be writing def grab screen. So this def means like define grab screen here, and this is a short form of define. So here I'll be now writing this bracket, and in this bracket I'll be writing region. So this is not the region of like country, you can say it is not the like that, it is just a region tag here you can just write. So when you've done with that, just I'll be now writing this semicolon, and just I'll be coming underneath here. Then I'll be just writing that to like HWIN. So just you can also write any other thing because it's nothing happens if you write any other thing here. Then I'll be writing win32 tag guy. Then I'll be just coming here now writing that to like get desktop. So just write that here. And when you're done with that, just I'll be now moving here writing that to get desktop window. Then I'll be writing this bracket here and coming underneath. When you've done with that thing, just I'll be coming here writing that to if region, and here I'll be just doing one thing now coming here. Then you can see there it is written another semicolon, just coming underneath writing left. I'll be writing just comma simply, then I'll be writing top, and again just you have to write comma tag. Then when you've done that, just write x2 and again comma, and then if I move to grab screen.py file, then there it's written y2. So just write that here. Then if I move forward, then you can see there it is written like this equal to, and here it was just written region. So when you've written that all thing, just you have to come here and write here width. So just write that now. If I move forward again, you can see there it is written x2 minus, or you can say dash. Then after it, there it is written left plus 1. So it is a minus because here we are just first of all subtracting that, then I'll be just plussing that with 1. Then I'll be just coming here writing that to like height equal, so just write that. Then I'll be just moving forward changing that to like y2 equal minus, and I'll be writing top, and here I'll be just writing plus 1. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be coming underneath, and then when you've done that, I'll be writing else, writing this semicolon, just coming underneath here writing that to like width equal. Now when you've done with that, just I'll be doing one thing now. Here you don't have to just write these things, just simply have to do one thing like erase that. Just come here now, then you have to just write this return cv2 cvt. So here I'll be writing return and I'll be writing cv2 dot cvt. Now when you've done with that thing, just write here like cvt color. Then I'll be just writing this bracket here, and when you've done that, just I'll be changing that to like image comma. Then move forward again, change that to like cv2 color. So here I'll be writing that. Then I'll be just coming here, and you can see there it is written like bgr. So just I'll be writing that bgr, and if I just move here, then there it is written bgr2, and here there is written simply that. So you can see we have just written that things, and when you've done that, just save here by pressing save button at the top. So we have done that. Now I'll be pressing enter here, so it can just move to another line. So it is now good. So you can see we have defined till here. So I'll be now coming underneath here, and just I'll be closing this grab screen.py file, moving to my folder again. Then I'll be just taking my history.py file again by just moving that to my PyCharm text editor at the navbar of that. Then I'll be opening this plus sign to see like what things we have to just import here. So simply you have to just first of all import this, import pandas spd, and import matplot lib.pylot. So just I'll be now coming here, closing this, then moving here again, then moving to amazon.py file. Here I'll be just doing one thing like I'll be writing import pandas. So just write that, and here I'll be writing spd. So here now I'll be coming underneath, and then I'll be just moving here, and you can see there it is written import matplotlib.pyplot. So here I'll be writing that. Just you have to write this bracket. Okay, so here just write that spld, which is a short form of that. Like in pandas we are having a short form of pd, and in numpy we are having np short form. So when you've done that, just I'll be now coming here writing from matplotlib. Then I'll be just changing that to like first of all moving forward write import style. So just when you've done that, just I'll be coming underneath here again. Then here you have to just write from TensorFlow. So just I'll be writing that. Then you have to just erase that because we have just not containing this. So here I'll be saving that down, and then you have to just move here, write here style.use, write this bracket, write one string, and in that I'll be writing g plot. So just write that here. When you've done with that, just I'll be now coming underneath here, and then I'll be just changing that to 3 colons. Now you can see we have just written these 3 colons. Now I'll be coming here, writing that to like usage, then writing semicolon, that's coming underneath here, and you can see there it is written another space. So here I'll be writing custom, then just write here like history. So just write that now. So when you've done that, just now here I'll be moving forward, and here I'll be writing equal my history. So just I'll be writing. So here I'll be now coming here again. Then when you've done that, just I'll be now writing that to like model name. Then here I'll be just coming here again, then writing that to like equal directory, and here I'll be just coming and changing that to like backslash name, then closing this by writing this one string here, and I'll be just writing that to like comma win size means window size equals 64, and you can see we have written that all things, just closing this bracket here and coming underneath. So when you've done that, just here I'll be now coming and coming underneath here, also writing model, and here I'll be just writing that to like model dot fit, and here I'll be writing train, and I'll be just writing x, and when you've done that, just I'll be coming here, and there it is written x train. So just I'll be writing that, then just write comma y train. So I'll be just changing that here, and when you've done that, just I'll be now writing here another thing which should be like comma, and here I'll be writing this, and here I'll be writing equal to, and when you've done that, just write 20, and just write here batch size, and just write underscore after it, then write batch size equal. Then when you've done that, just I'll be moving here, and then when you've done with that thing, I'll be writing 32. Here when you've done that, just here I'll be doing one thing. Now I'll be coming here, and here I'll be just coming underneath, and then I'll be changing that to like validation. So here I'll be writing that, and you can see we have just done with that. So when you've done with that thing, just here I'll be doing one thing now. Here I'll be now coming, and then here I'll be just taking a space here. So just do that simply, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be coming here and writing that to underscore split. So just write that, and when you've done with that, just I'll be moving here now, then I'll be writing equal 0.2, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be moving, then here I'll be just changing that to like comma point, and here I'll be now coming, then I'll be changing that to like comma again, then there it is written callback. So here I'll be writing equal, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing custom underscore directory, then I'll be just closing this. When you've done with that thing, just I'll be coming here and closing this bracket also. So just you have to come underneath here, and then I'll be just closing that by writing a close tag which we are just containing here, but we have just already written, so I don't have to just write that. So when you've done with that, just I'll be defining now class. So just write that class, and here I'll be just moving, changing that to like my history. So just write that, then I'll be just writing this bracket here, and then I'll be changing that to like callback. So just write that, and when you've done that, just write semicolon, then coming underneath and changing that to like def init means define, and here I'll be defining this init tag here. First of all, I'll be writing 2 signs, and then I'll be writing that, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be coming here writing that to like self. So here I'll be writing comma model, and here I'll be also writing comma, and then here I'll be just changing that to like name. So here I'll be writing that, and here I'll be writing equal to. When you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing this, and then I'll be writing comma again, changing that to win size means window size, and equal to, here I'll be writing which will be like 32. When you've done with that, just here I'll be coming underneath, and I'll be writing super, and then I'll be writing this bracket here and changing that to like my history. And when you've done that, just I'll be now coming here, writing that to like self my history comma self, and then I'll be just changing that to like dot init, and here I'll be writing underscore 2 times again, then here I'll be writing this bracket, and now coming underneath here, and here I'll be writing self dot model, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing dot again, here I'll be writing that to like name. So here I'll be writing equal, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming here writing that to like model name, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be doing one thing now, coming here again, then writing that to self, and here I'll be writing dot win means windows, then I'll be writing underscore here, then I'll be writing size, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing equal to, and then I'll be changing that to like win size again. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now doing like that. So when you've done with that, just I'll be coming here, and then I'll be just coming underneath again, then here I'll be writing that to like def on train, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming here writing that to like begin, and here I'll be now coming changing that to a tag which should be like self. So here I'll be writing self login. Then I'll be writing simply that, and when you've done with that things here, so I'll be just doing like logs here it's written. Then I'll be writing this curly bracket here, and you can see we have done with that. So here I'll be now coming, then writing that to like batch, and here when you've done with that, just I'll be writing self dot batch. So here I'll be writing that, and when you've done with that thing, then here it is written underscore. If I show you, then acc equal, and when you've done with that, just I'll be writing square bracket here, then writing self dot batch, and here I'll be writing now underscore, then there it is written loss equal this square bracket, then I'll be coming underneath writing self dot batch, and here I'll be writing underscore, and then if I show you, you can see again there it is written simply same thing, then I'll be writing self dot batch, and here I'll be writing loss, and I'll be writing equal to square bracket. Now here I'll be coming underneath, and you can see there it is written another thing which will be like here I'll be simply writing that. So when you're done with that, just I'll be now coming here, and then I'll be simply writing same thing here also, and when you've done that, just if I move here, so you can see there it is good. So here I'll be raising as from here, and then coming underneath, and then there it is written self dot well, and here I'll be writing acc equal this, and then I'll be writing self dot well, and here I'll be writing loss equal square bracket. So when you're done with that things here, now I will be just doing one thing, now coming underneath and pressing backspace, I'll be writing def means define, then I'll be just changing that to a tag which should be like on batch end. So here I'll be writing that. When you've done with that thing, just I'll be doing one thing like coming here, and then I'll be writing self, so I'll be writing comma, and when you've done that, just I'll be moving here writing batch comma logs, and here I'll be writing equal, then I'll be just writing this curly bracket here, and I'll be now coming underneath. When you've done with that, just I'll be writing self dot batch, and here I'll be just doing one thing, now coming here, and then I'll be writing acc dot append. So just I'll be writing, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing this bracket here, and here I'll be just first of all coming here, and you can see there it is written logs dot get. Here I'll be now writing this bracket here. So when you've done with that, just then there it is written like accuracy in one string. So here I'll be writing that. So there we have to just change this as to a. So now it is good. So when you've done that, just I'll be now coming underneath writing self dot batch underscore loss dot append, then I'll be writing this bracket here, and when you've done with that, just I'll be writing logs dot get, and here I'll be writing like this one string here, and in that I'll be writing loss. Here I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now coming underneath here writing that to like def, then I'll be just giving space here and changing that to like on poach. So here I'll be just writing that, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing underscore again here, changing that to end. Then I'll be now writing this bracket here, changing that to self approach here again. Then I'll be just writing comma, moving forward, then writing that to like logs equal. So here I'll be writing that curly bracket. So just you have to come underneath here and changing that to like self dot, and simply I'll be writing same thing underscore acc equal curly bracket. So when you've done with that, you can see we have just defined that, but here there is one problem coming here. So here you have to write append, then just write this bracket here in which I'll be writing logs. So just write that here dot get, and here I'll be writing accuracy in one string. Then when you've done with that, just you have to come here and changing that to like self. Then I'll be just writing dot, and here I'll be writing this thing, writing loss dot append. Then here I'll be writing logs dot get, and here I'll be now writing in one string like log. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be coming underneath writing self dot, and here I'll be just writing that to a tag which will be like well. Now you can see we have just defined the self dot well and underscore acc. Now here I'll be now coming, then I'll be just changing that to a tag which will be like dot append, and here I'll be writing this bracket again. Then when you're done with that, just here I'll be now coming underneath, and here I'll be just doing one thing now, writing that to like logs dot get. Here I'll be writing this bracket, and when you're done with that things, now you can see we have just written logs dot get, and then I'll be writing this bracket and just coming here, and then you can see in that we have just writing one string here, and in this one string if I just move here, so you can see there it is written like well accuracy. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done that, just write simply same thing here. Now here I'll be just coming underneath writing that to self dot well, then I'll be writing loss, and here I'll be writing dot append, then I'll be writing this tag here, writing logs, and here I'll be writing get. Then I'll be just writing this one string here also, and then if I just move here, so you can see there it is written well lost. So here I'll be writing that. When you've done with that things now, just here you have to do one thing now. Come here again. Then here you can see there it is written def on train. So here I'll be now writing that to like def on train. Then I'll be just writing underscore again, and if I just move here, so you can see there it is written like on train end. So here I'll be writing, then I'll be writing this bracket here, and when you've done that, just I'll be changing that to like comma logs equal, then I'll be writing this bracket, and then I'll be just coming underneath and changing that to like self dot model, and here I'll be writing model name. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now writing here it is written model dot save, and here I'll be just coming, and you can see we have just written that things. Now here I'll be writing f, and then I'll be just writing this one string here, writing this curly bracket, writing self, and when you're done with that, just I'll be writing dot model name. So when you're done with that things, now just I'll be coming here and changing that to a tag which will be like model, and when you've done that, just I'll be changing that to like from callback. Then when you've done that, just I'll be now coming here and changing that to like dot h5. So when you've done that, now here I'll be coming underneath and changing that to a tag which will be like self dot plot, and here I'll be just moving here, and you can see there it is written like underscore training, and here I'll be writing again underscore, and when you've done with that things, then there it is written history. So just come here now and then write here history. So when you've done with that, now here I'll be now just writing this bracket, and now I will be coming underneath, and then I'll be just changing that to a tag which will be, first of all, I'll be coming underneath. So when you've done with that, just here I'll be coming underneath again, then writing def, and here I'll be just moving forward, and here I'll be just changing that to a tag which will be just like on train end we have just now written. So you can see we have just written that things. Okay, so there. Okay, so now here you have to just write def means define plot, then write here like training. So here I'll be writing that. Then when you've done with that, just here I'll be writing history. Then just I'll be writing this bracket here, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be writing this semicolon coming underneath, and here I'll be writing plt dot figure, and then I'll be just writing this bracket here, and then I'll be just changing that to like fixed size equal, and when you've done that, just I'll be writing that to like 12.7, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing that to a tag which will be just like plt dot, and here I'll be writing that to like subplot. So here I'll be writing that, then here I'll be writing this bracket, changing that to 221 coming underneath here, and you can see there it is written x equal pd dot data frame. So here I'll be writing. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be just doing one thing now, just I'll be coming here writing that to like self dot, and here I'll be just changing that to a tag which will be batch, and here I'll be writing ACC. So here I'll be writing that. When you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming and changing that to like x equal. So here I'll be writing x equal x rolling. So here now when you've done with that thing, where I'll be writing that to like this bracket, I'll be just writing here, and now here I'll be writing window equal. Then I'll be just writing that to a tag which will be like self dot win size means windows size. So here I'll be writing that, and when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, and then I'll be writing dot mean. I'll be just writing this bracket here and changing that to like dot now, then I'll be just writing this bracket here, and when you've done with that thing, just here I'll be writing plt dot plot, and here I'll be now writing this bracket, then writing x label, and when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming writing equal batch, and here I'll be writing batch lane, and when you've done with that things, now just I'll be coming here batch ACC, here it is written. So when you've done that, just I'll be now coming underneath, and then I'll be writing plt dot x label, and here when you've done that, just I'll be coming here changing that to a tag which will be like batch, and then I'll be writing plt dot y label, and then I'll be just writing this bracket, and then writing one string here which will be like accuracy. So here I'll be writing that. When you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming underneath writing plt dot legend, then I'll be just writing this bracket here. So just you have to come here, write that, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now first of all pressing Ctrl Z, then I'll be writing plt dot, just you have to press 2 space, then you have to come here, write here like plot, then I'll be just writing this bracket, changing that to 222, then you have to just come here, and you can see there it is written plt dot plot, write this bracket here, then there it is written like self dot coach. Then when you're done with that thing, here I'll be now coming writing that to ACC comma. So here write that. Then I'll be just moving forward and writing that to like label equal. Then I'll be just writing this one, and here I'll be writing both ACC. Then I'll be just control V, I'll be pressing, raising that, and now I'll be just coming underneath here and changing that to a tag which should be just like plt.plot again, and here I'll be writing this two bracket. And when I'm done with that, just here I'll be writing self.var, and here I'll be writing again underscore, and then I'll be just moving here, and you can see we have just defined that all things. Then if I just move, so you can see there it is written like ACC comma, then I'll be just moving forward, then there it is written like label equal, and then I'll be writing VCC, and here first of all I'll be just coming. Then if I just move, so you can see here it is written that. So when I'm done with that thing, just I'll be doing one thing now coming underneath here, and then I'll be writing that to like plt dot x label. So here I'll be writing that, and I'll be just writing this bracket here, and when you're done with that, just here I'll be writing coach. And when you're done with that things, now just I'll be coming here, and here I'll be writing that to a tag which will be like plt dot, and just write that to like y label. So when you've done that, just now here I'll be writing this bracket here, coming here again, then I'll be writing that to like accuracy. So just write that. Then I'll be just coming underneath here again. Then when you've done with that, just here I'll be writing plt.legend. So here I'll be writing that. And when you've done with that, just I'll be coming underneath. And then you can see there it is written like 223. So here I'll be now writing plt.subplot 223. Then come underneath and write plt.plot. And then just you have to do one thing now, plt.plot. Then just write this bracket here, and then change that to like self dot, and here I'll be writing this thing. When you're done with that, here just I'll be now coming here writing that to like label. So here I'll be writing label equal, so just write that. Then if I just move here, so you can see there it is written like the coach loss. Then here I'll be just coming underneath, and then I'll be just doing one thing here like plt.plot. Then I'll be just writing this tag, write that to self dot, and here I'll be writing well loss. So when you're done with that, just here I'll be writing label equal, and then I'll be just changing this E to A, and then I'll be writing one string here. And when you're done with that, just here I'll be writing that thing. So here I'll be just writing that. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be now coming here writing that to like plt.plot. So just I'll be writing that. And here now I'll be just writing this bracket here and changing that to like, first of all here I'll be raising that. Then when you're done with that, just here I'll be now writing plt.x label. So here I'll be now writing this bracket here. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be now coming here and then changing that to like both. So here I'll be writing that. And when you're done with that, just here I'll be writing plt.y label, and then I'll be just writing this one string here, writing that to like loss. Then here I'll be just doing one thing now. I'll be just coming underneath writing plt dot, and here I'll be just doing one thing now. Here I'll be writing legend. So here I'll be writing that. So now I'll be just writing this two bracket and coming underneath, and then I'll be pressing backspace here. So when you done that all thing, just I'll be now coming underneath here, and you can see we have just defined that all. So when you're done with that, just here I'll be moving, and when you're done with that, just here now I'll be writing that to like plt dot save fix. So here I'll be writing, then I'll be writing this bracket here, and when you're done with that, just here I'll be writing that to add, and then I'll be just writing one string here, and here I'll be writing this tag, write that to like self dot. And when you've done that all thing, just I'll be writing model name, and here I'll be now coming underneath, and then I'll be writing that to like history. So here I'll be writing history.png. So when you've done with that, now I'll be just moving here, and you can see we have just defined that. So when you've done with that, just here I'll be now coming underneath here, saving that here by pressing save all button, and you can see we have just done with that. So here you have to write E, so we can just take that to save save. So now when you've done with that, just you have to do another thing like, so now you can see we have just defined till here like history.png. Now if I just go here, you can see here we have just also defined that things. Now I will be just coming here, and when you've done with that, just I'll be coming underneath now, closing this my history.py file. Then I'll be just moving to my folder. Then I'll be opening local disk E again, then opening that one folder in which I was just linking my files, that I was just moving to my PyCharm text editor. Then I'll be just moving down here, and you can see there it is a file which is called separate_data.py. So here I'll be taking this file, like you can just move that into PyCharm text editor at the navbar of that. Now you can see in this file we are just containing this import OS. We have just already import numpy, so we don't have to just import that again. So here I'll be writing import OS. So when you're done with that, just you have to come here now. Then you have to just come in the last, and when you're done with that, just you have to just write here like 3 colons here. Then I'll be just coming underneath here, and when you're done with that, just here I'll be writing that to like used. So just write that to separate, and when you're done that, just I'll be moving forward and I'll be writing road images. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be moving forward, and then I'll be writing alone from, and here I'll be just moving forward, changing that to like final data dot py. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be doing one thing now. I will be coming here, and you can see there it is written npy. So here I'll be also writing that. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be now doing one thing, like I'll be coming underneath here, and then I'll be just changing that to like final data dir. So here it is written. So I'll be writing final data dir equal. Then when you've done that, just I'll be moving forward. Then I'll be writing that to like C, and here I'll be writing that to here I'll be just coming now. Then you can see there it was just written user, so here I'll be writing that also. So here now I'll be just writing this backslash again. Then I'll be moving here, and you can see there it is written quota. Then here I'll be just doing one thing now. Here I'll be just writing backslash 2 times again. Then I'll be just coming here writing that to like Python projects. Then I'll be writing 2 times backslash here, and then I'll be just coming here now. Then you can see there it is written self-driving. So in that I have just put my all the folders, because this folder was really big enough, and I have just containing many of the space here to just having many of the like files in that. So because of that I don't just separate that. I have just mixed that here, so it can just good to just understand. Now I'll be just writing backslash here also. Then just write here final, and I'll be just moving here, just write here like data, and I'll be just changing that to .npy. So when you've done with that things, now I will be just coming underneath, and here I'll be just writing that to like org data. So just write that, and here I'll be writing equal to. Now when you've done with that, just here I'll be changing that to like np load. Then I'll be writing this bracket here, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be writing that to like final data dir. So when you've done with that things, now I will be just coming here, and you can see there it is written allow underscore pickle. Then here I'll be writing equal to. So when you've done with that, just here you can see there it is written 2. So here I'll be writing. Now I will be just coming underneath here, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be writing road data. So just write that here. Now I'll be just writing equal to. When you've done that, just here I'll be writing np.array. Then I will be just making this bracket here, and then I'll be writing a square bracket like I for, and then I'll be changing that to like I. And when you've done with that things, now just I'll be moving here, and you can see there it is written like underscore comma. Then if I just move here, you can see it was just written another underscore, in which it was just written org, and here it was just written data. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be coming underneath here, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be printing road data here. So just road data you have to just print here, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be now coming writing that to dot shape, and when you've done that, just here I'll be now coming underneath, and when you've done with that, just now I'll be just erasing the square bracket from here, because I don't need to just write. But if you want to write, so write that, because nothing happens if you just do that. So when you're done with that, just here I'll be now coming. Then there is written if not os.path, and when you're done with that, just here you can see there is none dot exist, and then you have to just come here and write as here. Then it will be good. Then you have to just write in one string like data. Make this semicolon here. So just making that, coming underneath here again, changing that to os.make this. Then I'll be writing this bracket here and changing that to in one string data. So when you've done with that, just I'll be now coming underneath, and here I'll be writing np.save. Then I'll be just writing this bracket here. When you've done with that, just here I'll be writing data. Then I'll be writing this to backslash is writing road here. Then I'll be writing data dot npy. So when you've done with that things, now I will be just coming here writing comma road data. When you've done with that, just now here I'll be coming. Then I'll be writing that to like print, and here I'll be just writing this bracket here. Then when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming and changing that to like road data again. So when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming and writing that to save. Then I'll be writing this exclamation mark here, and you can see now it is good. So just I'll be going to file, pressing save all button. So you can see now it is all things are saved, so you can just work with them now. So when you've done with that, just now here you have to do one thing, that now you can just run that from here, and now your work has been done. Just it will be just now ready, your Amazon retail the retail store should be just ready here. So just you can work with that project. So here it will be just good, and when you will be running that, so your back end of Amazon retail shop should be just shown you in your terminal, and you can check that what things are just coming here and what things are not got. So here I've just include my own things. You can also include any other file in which you can just add your own things here to just do perfect things, and only add your own features and quality, because from that it will be just your good practice, and you can just more good in these languages, and your practice will be also good here. So you can also learn many other things. So like that you can just build your own Amazon retail shop project in Python, in artificial intelligence in Python. So I hope you understand this project, and I hope you also enjoy this project like you enjoyed previous projects of data sciences in Python and artificial intelligence. So let's backdate it all project we are working with, and I will be also bringing up some of the clones and projects of React also, which will be really helpful for you. So just I'll be meeting you next projects or clones for today. Good.